Hi everyone, I'm Ken from Crypto Trading KS. If you're new, welcome, and welcome back to our regular community. Let's run the numbers. Bitcoin is currently trading at 47,641, up 3%. Ethereum 3290, up 2.02%. Looking at the Ethereum tokens, MATIC is up 5.31%. If you're new to the community, I'd just like to let you know that everything I do for you is free. 7 days a week, I share my knowledge as a full-time technical trader with over 20 years of experience to assist you to be more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love. THETA continues to do really well. It's up 9.64%. XRP up 14.03%. I've hidden knowledge gems throughout this video. Unless you watch to the end, you'll miss them. See how many you can find. Our community is focused on real wealth. Real wealth is much more than just money. It's things like fulfillment and meaning, inner and outer peace, gratitude and happiness. It's really important to be happy. You can have all the money in the world, but if you're not happy, if you're not at peace, internally and externally, it's not really worth it. Rule 28, opportunities reset daily. Seizing opportunities requires independence, courage, and determination. As Thomas Edison said, opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. Opportunity is work. It requires a degree of fearlessness to be able to seize opportunities. Just like life, trading, opportunities reset daily. For your investing opportunities, they reset daily. You never miss out. There's always more opportunities. Rule 174, TQ, trend timing and trigger. We're going to look at timing now. Using the KS method, the first thing we do is look at news from the lens of a person completely new to crypto. Bitcoin price up 65% in 3.5 weeks. Wow, Bitcoin must be cool. Bitcoin. Its good results give hope. Oh, it's giving hope. Fantastic. Bet everything they had on Bitcoin in 2017. Now the family has saved something. Wow, fantastic. It must be good. Argentine president open to Bitcoin. Oh, no. Central bank waves it away. Oh, that's not very nice. 5 curiosities about Bitcoins. Oh, I'm curious what the curiosities are. Wink prediction. What is Wink coin? Oh, look at that. It winks. 5 Bitcoin blockchain and DeFi news. Interesting. Bitcoin tops 47,000 for the first time in months. I got a FOMO in. I have to buy. Bitcoin crosses 47K zone. Oh, nice. Does DeFi make Ethereum unforkable? What? It can't eat? It doesn't have a fork? Maybe it has a knife. Oh, there is a fork there. We can see the news is really positive. That's not surprising at all. The market is green. Let's have a look at investment substitutability. Over the past 12 months, stocks by proxy for the S&P 500 up 32%. Gold is improving. It's only down 9%. Go gold. Wow, you're getting better. Peter Schiff must be very happy. Bitcoin plus 304%. Oh, maybe not. Crypto total market cap is currently $1.948 trillion. If you're new to the community, of course, welcome. There's a reason that we look at crypto total market cap. This is literally all the thousands and thousands and thousands of coins represented by one particular chart. This tells us the health of the market, how the market is moving. Fun fact, there are actually 11,256 different coins. Crypto total market cap actually tracks all of those. This particular chart allows us to understand how the entire market is behaving. If you're new to the channel, you may not understand the really important role that Bitcoin plays across all the alts. No alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. What does that mean? It means basically as Bitcoin moves in a directional bias, for example, Bitcoin goes up, alts go up on average. Bitcoin consolidates, alts consolidate, Bitcoin comes down, alts come down. We can even see this on a per second basis. It's pretty freaky, but it's a really, really important hidden gem. Bitcoin is currently trading at 47,230, resistance above at 47,819 and 48,593, support below 46,566, 45,380. 45,000 is really strong structural support. You'll see a lot of lines and dotted lines on this chart. I also talk about resistance and support. If you're new to the channel, I'd recommend you having a look at episode 93. It's really, really helpful. When you gain the skills to mark up a chart by yourself, it's very empowering. And also you can save a lot of money. You don't need to buy expensive indicators or anything. It's quite a helpful episode. If we look back to similar price action in the last bull market run, we see price moving in a wave. It came up and then it came down. It came up nearly 61% and then it came down. It rallied up and came down almost to that top level. Don't worry about missing out. You don't miss out in crypto. It's so volatile. Looking to the Bitcoin futures market, analyzing the perpetuals, we see the majority are long. Looking towards the futures, we can see that there's a bit of a mixed bag at the moment. It's about 50-50. Turning to Bitcoin options, for options expiring at the end of the month, August 27th, total open interest is 27,268.10. Put call ratio is 0.63. The max pain price is 40,000. Max pain is where the majority of options expire worthless. Before we analyze the alts, it's really important to see what the two dominating coins are doing, Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's why we focus in on them. Ethereum currently is trading at 32.56. It has support below at 32.22, 30.87 and 29.88. Resistance above 33.19 and 33.94. It's a little bit of a knowledge gem that Ethereum takes its cue from the directional movement of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is coming up, Ethereum comes up. Bitcoin is coming down, Ethereum comes down. Now, the percentage change relatively between one and the other is very different. Sometimes Ethereum will move up much more than Bitcoin. Sometimes it will move down more than Bitcoin, but it follows the directional bias of Bitcoin's movements. That's really important to understand. That is also happening to your beloved altcoins. When we look at the ETH futures markets under perpetuals, we see the majority of positions have now become short. That's an expectation that price will decrease. That is also backed up with the futures. Looking at options for Ethereum, for options expiring at the end of the month, we see total open interest of 198,977. Put call ratio is 0.68. Max pain price is 2,600. There has been $367 million worth of liquidations across 65,797 traders over the past 24 hours. When we look down a little further, we can see over the past 12 hours that around 92% of liquidations were short. We're not seeing any multi-billion-dollar liquidations like we saw back here. It's all pretty standard, pretty low volume. Zooming in on the 15-minute chart, we can see a lot of short liquidations going back a little ways. Turning to psychological safety and liquidations, the market is currently experiencing extreme greed. At a fear and greed rating of 76, we get to actually put in a green line like we saw up here amongst the top levels when price tends to peak. Price is quite constructive right now. It's above the 200-day moving average. That's quite a positive sign. We can see the max pain price layering up here. It's currently $40,000. Our community is quite different from other channels. We're all about fearlessness. We look at price when extreme greed occurs and we're waiting for the pullback. We want price to come to us. We don't chase price, we wait until it comes back and retraces. It's also very helpful to know that when you buy, who sells? And when you sell, who buys? There's always somebody on the other side of the trade. It's also helpful to understand the price is always moving in a wave, going up and coming down, going up and coming down, and so forth. When there is extreme fear in the market, that's the best time to buy, but there's no problem buying on the way up at all either. One particularly important on-chain indicator is the stablecoin supply ratio, SSR oscillator. What it shows is that stablecoins are entering the market and being deployed into Bitcoin. You'll notice the peak here, and stablecoins started to be extracted from Bitcoin, started coming out of Bitcoin. What this shows is the price was weakening up here. We see the price is increasing here. This particular SSR oscillator is a very valuable indicator. This is from Glassnode Studio. This is under a paid subscription. It's not available on the free version. I share this every day. You don't need to worry about a subscription. Central banks are starting to understand that they wish to do central bank digital currencies. We have stable coins, USDT, USDC, BUSD, and DAI in the market. They're the top four. We look at the circulating supply of Tether, which is the #1 particular stablecoin. It's around $62.5 billion, nearly 63. We can see USDC, Circle stablecoin, increasing in circulating supply, as does BUSD, and DAI is also. Tether is flattening out. The reason behind this is that there could be a Department of Justice probe into Tether and its reserves. If there's any problem with Tether, it's going to be important to track, and we do so every day. When we look at the USDT futures market on the perpetuals, we don't see a lot of shorting and nor a lot of open interest. Remember, Tether is really big. In fact, right now, Tether has a market cap of $63.285 billion. If there are any problems with Tether, and indeed any of the stable coins, we'll be the first to know. We'll see a tremendous amount of shorting and a tremendous amount of open interest. We don't see that now. This is literally insignificant. Nothing to worry about with Tether currently. It's really important that you get a feeling for the overall market, what's moving, how it's moving. The more you know, the more you can guard against risk. Let's look at the top 7. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, Cardano, Tether, XRP, and DOGE. The greatest 24-hour percent gainers: QTUM, XRP, Clay, XDC, ADA, ZRX0X, and VET. Let's look at the greatest gainers over the past 7 days. They are IOTX, XDC, AXS, RVN, HOT, ADA, and XRP. Let's go the other way. Greatest losses over the past 24 hours: IOTX, FTT, AXS, ICP, RVN, NIA, and HNT. Let's check out the greatest losses over the past 7 days. Rune, QNT, Comp, Cell, AMP, STX, and XMR. Looking at Binance derivatives, 24-hour trading volume was 66.9 billion. 24-hour open interest was 9.7 billion. We can see the change in the contract price for the past 24 hours for Bitcoin is around 1%. That shows us the relative power. Ethereum 0.2%, it's going towards 0. That means Bitcoin has more power in its price than Ethereum does. Let's look down the list. We're basically looking for double-digit percent gainers or percent losses. Dent 24.8. We're not seeing a lot here. QTUM 11.9. Let's have a look down further. Not much is really cooking. There's a basic short-term top in the market when we see this. That's why we look at derivatives. It can help us to understand the overall basic price momentum in the market in a way most people never see. Rule 56, don't seek tops or bottoms. This is really, really important, and it's the major thing which keeps people out of the market. When you seek a top, you try to sell at the absolute highest possible price instead of the sweet spot. The only problem is you never know a top until it's passed. When you seek to buy at the bottom, you can only know realistically it was the bottom after price improves from there. Don't worry about tops or bottoms. Just think about the probabilities. That's what we do inside our community. I've done a special analysis for you on the top 15. You can see that Bitcoin recently came down in price. Look at this, everything came down in price with it. This is why I say Bitcoin, no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. Bitcoin is a force of nature in the crypto market. We can see the top gainers here: XRP, ADA, VET, and DOGE, followed by DOT, Link, Bitcoin, THETA, BNB, MATIC, Ethereum, XLM, Sol, Uni, Litecoin, and leading up the bottom of the pack, ICP. We always go through the top 7 because the top 7 basically are the fundamental leaders of the pack. When you consider there's 11,256, the top 7 is really important to track. Binance Coin is currently trading at 406.73, resistance above at 421.40 and 432.44. It's primarily at support right now. Support below 394.76, 376.29, 366.66, and 358 even. Now you're probably asking the question, Ken, why did you read out so many support levels? I'll tell you another gem. Inside our community, we buy at or between support. There's no greater excitement for us as a community than the excitement of a delayed fill. We love fills being filled, or we love our buy orders being filled when we're not around. We always let price come to us. We say, price, come to me. Let's have a look at Cardano. ADA is currently trading at 2.1530. It has resistance above at 2.2453 and 2.3270. Support below at 2.0274, 1.9479, and 1.8500. We have a technical term to describe this particular price pattern in ADA. It's called ADA wants to party, and boy is it partying hard. Generally, when we see one particular alt partying, it always loves to invite its friends. Let's see if we can find the friends. We found one. XRP is ADA's friend. It's gone to party as well. XRP is currently trading at 1.1392. It's just below resistance. Resistance above 1.1887 and 1.2199. Support below at 1.1123, 1.0780 and 1.0353. Rule 19 is a really good rule. Sharp angles reverse. What we see is this very sharp angle in XRP reversed. A lot of people, when they invest and they don't trade, they tend to buy the tops of these spikes because they wait for the price to come up. These sharp spikes tend to reverse. That's what Rule 19 is all about. When combined with buying at support levels down, it becomes very, very profitable. We see this sharp spike up here. It's now come down. This is really a fantastic way of lowering your average buy price, is what you want to do when you invest anyway. Let's have a look at Doge. Dogecoin is currently 28,325, resistance above, at 29,138 and 30,729, support below 27,989, 26,874 and 25,735. We can see basically Doge is getting ready to party. You can see these angles here. Let me show you something really cool. I deliberately left these lines on. You see that first line of support. Now we have a much sharper angle. Now we have a much sharper angle. This is really fascinating to take a note of. If we go back to THETA, we can see the same thing. One line, sharp angle, sharper, sharper still. That's why it's really vital to look at many different charts. Then you will look at your beloved altcoins and you will say, I know what you're up to. I know what you're doing. Polkadot is in pre-party mode as well. We can see it's still in this channel range. It's not creasing on angles, pretty much not at the moment. It's getting there, but it might need a little bit more time. DOT is currently trading at 22,350. It has resistance above at 22,661 and 23,579. Support below at 22,095, 21,468 and 2881. There was a lot of interest in the community on ICX. So let's have a look how ICX is going today. We can see this monthly resistance line coming into play. It's rejected. It's forming a resistance for ICX. However, ICX has this really powerful weekly support line. That's fantastic. That's what it needs. ICX is currently trading at 119.70. Next support resistance line that it needs to turn to support is 125.83. Just keep your eye on that one. THETA is also a community favorite. THETA is currently trading at 7,194. Now you ask a question, Ken, why do you keep on reading out all those decimal points? So surely $7.19 is okay. Well, in truth, yeah, you're right, it is okay. But we try to get exact precision as much as we can. Actually, placing orders using all the available decimal points is a really professional thing to do. It can really save you from a lot of problems that I'll explain in another episode. Hopefully you can see something really interesting in THETA. What is this recent sell-off? Look at that. There's a recent sell-off there. We go back to DOT. Oh, there's a recent sell-off there as well. We go back to Doge. Wow, there's a recent sell-off there as well. XRP. Oh, recent sell-off as well. I feel like Sherlock Holmes. Cardano, recent sell-off. Binance Coin, recent sell-off. What's going on here? You know the answer. No alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. Look at what Bitcoin is doing. No wonder they're selling off. That is the power of Bitcoin. It's really important to understand I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist. Bitcoin is just an investment vehicle for me as a trader. I know a lot of people get really hung up on Bitcoin. I certainly see its technological potential, but I'm not wedded to it. I believe in a balanced approach to things. That's a really important gem. I hope that helped. Very few people know about that in crypto. THETA is currently trading at 7,179. It has support below at 6,779 and 6,490. It's got 2 levels of structural support at that price. That's really good. It has resistance above at 7,508, 7,706 and 8,133. Let's have a quick look at Polygon. Polygon sold off recently too. How is this possible? You know why it's possible. Rule 45, no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity or Bitcoin's fingerprint. You can see how powerful that rule is. That is a rule that can make you a tremendous amount of wealth. I created all these rules because each rule represented a huge loss to me. I share these rules because I want you to be more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love. You can see various snippets from the film Karate Kid. Poor Daniel, when he was being trained by the master of karate, the master of karate said, "Daniel, wax on and wax off the floor and paint the fence up and down. No, not like that, like this." It was all about teaching him skills. All of these rules will save you a fortune and make you a fortune. They represent over 20 years in the market. I'm really happy to share them with you. When we look at Solana, we know that the recent downturn here is the gravity of Bitcoin pulling Solana down. That's a thing that a lot of people don't understand. It's a ripper that you do. Solana is currently trading at 43,417, support below 41,224, 39,576, 37,348, resistance above 43,911, 45,854. One thing that I notice in Solana's technicals, look at this. This is a pre-party takeoff. You can see that angle starting to sharpen. This is really, really fascinating. This is why you need to analyze as many coins as you can before you get to your beloved alts. Then you will be absolutely on fire when it comes to analysis. Crypto Trading KS is a community-driven channel. We love to do things as a community. If you're new to the community, you'll find our members just amongst the best people literally on the entire YouTube and Twitter. They're amazing people, very thoughtful and very caring. Everybody supports everybody else inside our community. What we see here, you see that sell-off in Link. That's to be expected. That's what happens when Bitcoin sells off. You can absolutely read what's happening to Bitcoin through reading your alt chart. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Link is currently trading at 26,710. It's literally at support right now. It has structural support below at 25,709, normal support, which means weaker support, at 24,948, 24,298. If you would like to learn how to draw structural support and structural resistance, episode 93 is the way to go. When I get a little bit more time, I will be updating that to another more advanced lesson, but that is your foundation. That's the critical one to watch first. Okay, time to have some fun. This is a really interesting way to analyze the triggering process. Let's have a look at Axie Infinity. You notice this percentage. This is the percent, 16,937%. According to this period of time, how much Axie Infinity has increased in value. You can see Bitcoin's fingerprint in the background. This is really important to understand how things move in relationship to other things. This is a very powerful alt, Axie Infinity, for a variety of reasons. When you see TEL coin, TEL is quite a favorite of the community too. It's improved over the same period 12,860%. Way to go, TEL. Let's have a look at DOGE. DOGE has improved nearly 10,000%. Quite impressive stuff. By actually analyzing other coins, even if you hold them or you don't hold them, it's not important. Try and understand how they work. What is the price mechanics underneath? Have a look at MATIC, nearly 8,300% over the same period. Luna, 5,000, nearly 5,250%. I'm just taking you through things to help you identify strength. Strength is really good for you. When you find things that exhibit strength, they also exhibit a lot of volatility, so you need to buy very well. But understand they can really make your portfolio. Just be careful with them because they can be a little bit, well, volatile. Let's have a look at DEN. DEN is up literally 3,900%. T-Fuel up 3,800%. Chili's 3,200%. Sol nearly 2,200%. ADA nearly 2,000%. One Harmony nearly 1,900%. Sushi 1,600%. EGLD 1,700%. BTT 1,500%. This is a really good way to look through things and understand what is going on. Cartesi CTSI 1,600%. Binance Coin 1,350%. FTT 1,200%. Rune nearly 1,200%. Ethereum Classic 1,100%. Engine Coin 1,100%. THETA nearly 1,100%. Raven a little over 1,000%. VET 915%. When you study these chart patterns and behavior, you're going to see things. I always take you through a lot because it makes you literally unstoppable. Please don't just focus on your beloved alts. Look further. Uni nearly 880%. Decred DCR nearly 880. Win is winking at us. 722%, that's quite a wink. Nano 720%. Aave 682%. The Graph 610%. QTUM nearly 580%. HBAR 610%. KSM 600%. Seacoin 590%. Ethereum 600%. Well, 590, but close to 600. Zilliqa ZIL 430%. AVAX 405. It gives you an understanding. Even though the patterns may be different, it shows you the relative strength and performance. There's a lot of things that go into picking any particular alt. Well, there should be. You shouldn't be just throwing a dart at the dartboard and saying, I like the sound of that. It's really important to dig in and see what fundamentals are behind it. But you can see a lot of these coins are doing really, really well. And as we are in the right part of the cycle, because you would have looked at the trend episode and got an overall context of how the markets are faring and everything is progressing. Let's keep on going. Tomo 391%. XRP 340%. XLM 340. QNT 309. Comp 345. Kava 300. Neo 243. Storage 247. Digibyte 245. SXP 260. BAT 274. TRX 250. I also want to point out some negative returners. If we look at SHIB, down 77%, ICP down 82%, BTG down 47%, MDX down 32%. It's really interesting. When you start your investment and trading journey, you may seek to buy the particular coins that are going down in price. I would suggest that is not such a safe thing to do. You're much better off focusing on strength. You don't have to pick the highest performers. For example, Axie Infinity is incredibly volatile. The swings in here we've looked at many times throughout the community's particular episodes. Those swings are very, very strong. TEL has swings, but you can see it's much better in terms of overall price stability. DOGE has swings as well. MATIC, it's really important to put your money into strength. And that's whatever kind of volatility you can actually put up with. There's nothing wrong with just putting your money in Bitcoin and Ethereum, THETA, XRP, whatever it is that you want to put it in. The top 10 are pretty safe. When you go outside the top 10, they can become wild. And that's okay, because the volatility can really work for you. However, if you're not used to it, you can get stopped out of your position or just give up when it absolutely retraces. They can fall significantly. I'd like to give you an understanding of just how volatile things can be. This is Axie Infinity. You can see it moving around. Take a note of Bitcoin's fingerprint as it goes. What is it doing with Axie? This is something that we haven't looked at before. Look at how the fingerprint impacts. Axie Infinity is a lower cap alt, particularly at this point of time, because we're going back to February. But just look how Bitcoin's fingerprint is pulling the gravity of Axie Infinity across. It's very, very interesting. You can see over time, Axie Infinity is moving up by leaps and bounds. I'll just give you an indication of what I mean. Just check this out. Axie Infinity went down, didn't look much when we were actually playing it, but it came down nearly 50%. Then it rocketed up 240%, and then down 50%, and then up 98.7%. in 2 days, and then dropped in 3 days 47%, and then went up 82% in 6 days. These alts are crazy. This is what they do. But if you can harness that volatility for your benefit financially, you can do really well. But they're not easy to trade. So now that's given you a little bit more context. Let's see how it goes. Now you can understand that these are big reductions that you're looking at, and big pumps when you see them. They're not for the faint of heart. Let's just have a look at some percent moves here. From the 26th of June, Axie Infinity moved up 800%. And then it said, nah, I don't mind going down 50%, 51.59% over 5 days. And then it said, okay, 7 days, let's come up about 280%, and let's go down 30%, and then let's come up 107%. These cryptos are volatile. This is what I mean every time I say cryptos are volatile. That's what I'm referring to. I hope that helps to understand the exponential nature of cryptos. Cryptos are not linear. They're not like the stock market. They jump around like crazy things. This is what I mean by seizing opportunities requires independence, courage, and determination. You can see just how much courage is required to trade crypto. Over many months, the community reached out to me and said, Ken, we would just like to show our appreciation. And for 2 months I said, no. And I realized that it's not about money or anything. It's about sharing love and sharing gratitude. And so I started a little thing, buymeacoffee.com/cryptotradingks, where people could just buy something very small, just like a cup of coffee. And I've been just overwhelmed by the love and support and kindness of people. I just want to thank everybody that's done that. It's just really beautiful. I find it touching. I'm going to put together a special episode just for the coffee club people, and it will have some special tip in there. I just like to do that as a sign of appreciation. Thanks so much. It's not really much considering we do 2 episodes every day. 1 episode a month is not much, but I really want to say thank you. I hope you found the content useful. Everything I do for you is free. Please be aware of scammers. Thank you to our moderators and admins for keeping our community safe. I do these videos to assist you to be more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love. Please say hi and let me know where you're viewing from, and if you have any questions. If you would like daily updates 7 days a week, 365 days a year on price movements in the crypto market, please subscribe to YouTube. You can join us on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. All the groups are free. Crypto is volatile. Always prepare yourself for the best and worst case scenarios. Reality will likely be between them. Stay safe out there. Take care and see you next time. Bye for now.